Long ago, there was a powerful king who ruled over a vast kingdom. He wanted everyone to obey him. He wanted everyone to believe that he was the greatest of all people. The king had a magician who amazed the people with tricks and illusions. As the magician grew old, he said to the king, "My time is coming to an end. Find me a clever young boy, so I can teach him everything I know." The king ordered his soldiers to search for a bright and intelligent child. After some time, they found a young boy and brought him to the palace. Every day the boy traveled to learn from the magician, but on his journey, he met a righteous religious man who worshipped Allah alone. The boy was curious, so he stopped to listen. The religious man spoke about truth, faith, and the creator of the heavens and the earth. His words touched the boy's heart. From that day on, the boy began spending time with the religious man before going to the magician. As the days passed, the boy's faith in Allah grew stronger. One day, while traveling on the road, the boy saw a huge beast blocking the path. People were terrified. No one could pass. The boy thought to himself, "Today, I will discover who is truly upon the truth." He picked up a stone and prayed, "O Allah, if this religious man is more beloved to you than the magician, then kill this beast through this stone." The boy threw the stone. It struck the beast, and the beast fell dead immediately. The people were amazed. The road was finally clear. The boy now knew that the power of Allah was greater than all magic and greater than all worldly power. As time passed, Allah granted the boy the ability to heal people by his permission. People began coming from different places, seeking help. One day, a blind courtier from the king's palace heard about the boy. He brought many gifts and said, "If you heal me, all these gifts will be yours." The boy replied, "I do not heal anyone. It is Allah alone who heals. If you believe in Allah, He may cure you." The blind man believed sincerely. He prayed to Allah, and by the permission of Allah, his eyesight returned. The man was overjoyed. Soon he returned to the king's palace with his vision restored. The king was shocked. "Who restored your sight?" the king demanded. The man replied, "My Lord Allah restored my sight." The king's face turned red with anger. He shouted, "There is no Lord except me." The courtier replied calmly, "My Lord and your Lord is Allah." The king became furious. He ordered his soldiers to torture the man until he revealed who had taught him these beliefs. The pain was unbearable. At last, the courtier mentioned the religious man. The religious man was brought before the king. The king commanded him, "Abandon your faith," but the man refused. Again and again the king threatened him, but his faith remained strong. The king ordered his execution. The righteous man was killed, but his faith never wavered. After that, the courtier was also executed. The king then turned his attention to the young boy. The boy was brought before the throne. The king demanded, "Abandon your faith." But the boy refused. The king became enraged. He ordered a group of soldiers to take the boy to the top of a high mountain. Then he said, "If he does not abandon his faith, throw him from the mountain." The soldiers dragged the boy up the steep mountain. As they reached the top, the boy raised his hands and prayed, "O Allah, save me from them in whatever way you wish." Suddenly, the mountain began to shake. The soldiers lost their balance. One by one, they fell from the mountain. But the boy remained safe. By the will of Allah, he walked back to the king, unharmed. When the king saw him, he was shocked. "What happened to the soldiers?" the boy replied. "Allah saved me from them." The king's anger grew even stronger. This time he ordered another group of soldiers to take the boy far out into the sea. He commanded, "If he refuses to abandon his faith, drown him." The soldiers placed the boy on a ship and sailed into deep waters. The waves crashed around them. The sky grew dark. The boy prayed once again. "O Allah, save me from them, in whatever way you wish." Suddenly, the sea became violent. The ship overturned. The soldiers drowned. But Allah saved the boy once again. The boy returned to the king. When the king saw him standing before him again, he could hardly believe his eyes. Then the boy said, "You will never be able to kill me unless you do exactly what I tell you." The king listened carefully. The boy was about to reveal a secret that would change the kingdom forever. The king stared at the boy in disbelief. Again and again, he had tried to kill him, but every attempt had failed. Then the boy said, "You will never be able to kill me unless you do exactly what I tell you." The king leaned forward and listened carefully. The boy said, "Gather all the people of the kingdom in one place. Then tie me to the trunk of a tree. Take an arrow from my quiver, place it in your bow, and say, 'In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy.' Then shoot the arrow." The king wanted the boy dead, so he agreed. Soon, people from across the kingdom gathered together. The king tied the boy to a tree. Thousands of eyes watched in silence. The king took an arrow from the boy's quiver. He placed it in his bow. Then, in front of everyone, he said, "In the name of Allah, the Lord of the boy." He released the arrow. The arrow flew through the air and struck the boy. The boy fell and passed away. For a moment, there was complete silence. Then something incredible happened. The people cried out together, "We believe in Allah! We believe in the Lord of the boy!" The king was horrified. Instead of stopping the message, he had spread it across the entire kingdom. People everywhere embraced faith in Allah. The king became furious. He ordered deep trenches to be dug into the ground. Then he commanded that huge fires be lit inside them. The flames rose high into the sky. One by one, the believers were brought before the king. They were given a terrible choice: abandon your faith or be thrown into the fire. But the believers remained firm. They chose faith over fear, even when death stood before them. Among them was a woman carrying her baby. As she approached the fire, she hesitated. She feared for her child. Then, by the will of Allah, the baby spoke. The baby said, "Mother, be patient, for you are upon the truth." Hearing these words, the woman became strong, and she remained steadfast in her faith. This story reminds us that true faith is worth every sacrifice. The boy gave his life, but through his sacrifice, an entire nation learned the truth, and his story continues to inspire believers until this very day.